Welcome back to another video with Chuck and Astro. My drum brakes in the back have been locking up quite often. I finally figured out what the issue is. And if your drum brakes are locking up, whether it's the Astro Van or not, hopefully this video will help you out. So before we jump into what caused my lockup, I want to tell you basically what's been happening. Since I got the van, since day one, the brakes locked up. I replaced the drum brakes and the springs. It fixed the lockup temporarily. So I'll basically have to retension it with this tensioner down here every 5 to 8 drives. So a lot of times when these drum brakes lock up, it's typically due to this guy right here, the brake cylinder, being stuck, corroded, or old. We have this lever right here that's connected to this piece of metal that's connected to this mounting spot right here. We have a spring holding it all together. Now, if we follow this lever down to the tensioner, so if you take notice, this lever should be on these gears, about right there. Should be on those gears. So once you put the lever in position manually with our fingers here, so you can see it's in the gear where my thumb is, this gets pushed back. So in theory, this rod is too long because as soon as you let go, it goes forward. I've already tried to bend this to be a bit shorter and I snapped it. That lever basically keeps the tensioner in the right spot, adjusting to the thickness of these pads, essentially. And that's where your brakes start to lock up. I got a self-adjuster kit that basically replaces all this hardware that I just talked about. I bought the passenger side kit. You can use vice grips or these suckers. I find the vice grips are a bit easier to use to remove this. Clamp down, press in, and you want to twist. I'm going to use some copper anti-seize to lubricate this top hat. Now we need to reinstall everything. When you reinstall this pad, make sure this fellow gets reinstalled as well. Be patient. Move around the back pin just so it can be lined up. Goes into this second hole right here. Basically loop it in. Now you gotta attach it right here. Just like that. As you can see, the lever is still not lining up with the gears. So here's my assumption. Since I bought the van, this drum brake has been locking up. So when I replaced the drum brakes, I reinstalled everything the exact same way it came out. I've looked up a few videos, a few photos. This red mount that's holding the adjuster lever, so it's supposed to be behind this spring, the blue spring on the left. So let's swap that over and see if that fixes my issue. there you have it. So go ahead and pick it up, adjust it. This is expanding it, and it will adjust when it needs to. The lever before was spaced out like this, and it was lower. So go ahead and adjust it, and you can press these together. Make sure they're straight. You want a little bit of resistance. Take a look, this piece is bent out a little bit. So if it was installed, and which is the issue I was having, it's bent out this way, so it's not touching the tensioner. So that was the issue. This lever was bent outwards. So that could very well be your issue. It's just simply that your lever was bent. That could very well be the case. Or you could have something else broken within your drum brakes. You just have to look at it, compare it to the other side, and make sure that it looks the same. If all else fails and you still have locking up drum brakes, could be that brake fluid's so dirty. So check your brake fluid up front, see if it's dirty. If it's dirty, most likely you need to flush it and put in new fluid, or it could be air in your system as well. All that could cause locking up brakes. Now with the Astro Van, the ABS system is known to fail. A solder within the unit often fails and causes more lockups than normal. Always appreciate and respect one another. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. It means a lot. I'll see you next time. What do you think? I think she likes it.